If you're currently or you're planning to apply for certificate of sponsorship with an organization willing to sponsor your visa to stay back in the United Kingdom, I'm going to share with you some of the things you need to look out for on the COS, some of the information on the COS that you need to ensure that it's available for you to be able to successfully apply for a Tier 2 visa or healthcare visa in the United Kingdom. Now, some of this information will help you, and it's going to take away some stress I went through while I was trying to apply for my Tier 2 visa after getting my certificate of sponsorship from my organization. So if you think this will interest you, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please click on the subscribe button below to join the amazing growing family. And for my 10 subscribers, I really love you guys. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. For those who don't know, certificate of sponsorship, popularly known as COS, is an electronic document provided by an employer to an employee who require a right to work in the UK. And there are quite a lot of information on your COS that would be relevant to applying for your visa. And I can remember when I got my COS a couple of months ago, I struggled with some information because I got a form for my employer to fill some certain details before they could issue the COS for me. And some of the struggles I went through, I felt there's a need for me to share some of them with you guys in this video, so that when you're applying for yours, if you're planning to apply for a COS or you're trying to get a job that will give you a COS, then you need to watch this video so you have those information at hand. So when you're giving those forms to fill, you're not going to struggle the way I did when I wanted to apply for my COS. And as I said, getting a COS from your employer does not guarantee that your visa will be approved. There's still some other requirements you need to meet in addition to your certificate of sponsorship before the UK Home Office can grant you a Tier 2 visa or an health care visa. And it's very important for you to know that there are different types of certificates that your employer can have in order to be able to give you a COS. We have the defined certificates. These are for people applying on a skilled worker visa from outside the UK. So I can remember when I was given the form to fill and I was told to tick if I'm trying to get a defined certificate or an undefined certificate. I was a bit confused. I didn't know what that means. However, it's important to know that a defined certificate is for those people applying on a skilled worker visa from outside the UK. Now, you must apply for the defined certificate for these workers through the sponsorship management system. That's your employer's job to do. While for your undefined certificate, your employer must apply for this certificate for skilled workers applying from inside the UK. So for me, I had to take the undefined certificate because I'm obviously applying for this certificate of sponsorship from the United Kingdom. Now, I also need to stress on, before I go ahead to talk about some of the things you need to check out on your certificate of sponsorship when you get it from your employer, it's important for you to also know that it's ridiculous how some employer or some agents require skilled worker or potential skilled worker to pay unreasonable amounts of money to get a certificate of sponsorship. Like, it's really ridiculous. I've seen people paying £9,000, £8,000 just to get a certificate of sponsorship that doesn't even guarantee that your Tier 2 or your health and care visa would be approved. Now, I'm going to share with you the cost, how much it costs an employer to get a certificate of sponsorship, which is the COS. Now, if your employer is applying for the skilled work visa, or is applying for a certificate of sponsorship for a skilled worker, it costs only £199. So when my employer wanted to get my COS for me, all they had to pay to the Home Office to get the COS for me was just £199. So you can see how ridiculous someone asking you to pay £7,000, £8,000 for a document that they paid only £199 for to the Home Office. And if your employer is applying for a COS for a temporary worker, it costs only £21. And for international sports person, where the certificate of sponsorship is assigned for more than 12 months, the employer pays only £199 pounds for this COS, but if it's for less than 12 months, the employer only pay £21, which I think it's quite affordable for many of these employers. Now back to your COS. The moment you get your COS from your employer, there's some information you need to check and cross-check. There's a less likelihood of this information not on your COS. However, I've seen cases whereby certain information were omitted by human error by an employer, and the student or the prospective skilled worker struggled before while trying to apply for the visa. Now the first thing you need to check out is the tier and category. You need to confirm that the tier and category on your COS is for a skilled worker. If you're applying for a skilled worker, ensure that it's not probably they mistakenly swap your COS and stated a temporary worker on your COS, because if you apply with such a COS, there's high possibility that your visa will be denied, because obviously you needed a skilled worker visa. However, what's the COS is stating that you are just a temporary worker. Now other information that you need to ensure you check properly on your COS, because you're going to need this information when applying for visa, is your sponsor license number. When you're filling your tier 2 visa or tier 2 visa application form on gov.uk, you'll be required to provide your sponsor license number. Ensure that this license number is on the COS provided to you by your employer. Obviously, you need to have your employer or your sponsor's name on the letter, and also the certificate number. This is very important because that certificate number is peculiar to you. That's the certificate number that would show the full details of your certificate of sponsorship from your employer. And also you need to have your current certificate status on that document. Also check out for the current certificate status date. So for every COS given to you, there's always a date stated on it. I can remember when I applied for mine, there was a date stated on my certificate of sponsorship, and you need to ensure that you have yours, because that certificate of sponsorship has expiration dates. Now for instance, if you're giving a certificate of sponsorship 1st of January, the validity of that COS is usually 3 months from the status date. So the date it was assigned to the date whereby that particular document expires is usually 3 months. So you're required to apply for your visa within 3 months. If you don't apply, that certificate of sponsorship automatically becomes invalid. So ensure that when you're getting your COS, you apply for your tier 2 or healthcare work visa within 3 months after that document was assigned. In addition to your certificate of sponsorship, other documents you need to provide to the Home Office while applying for your tier 2 visa include your proof of English if you've been in the UK for less than 1 year. But if you've been in the UK for more than 1 year, you don't need to provide any proof of your knowledge of English. But if you're outside the UK or in the UK for less than a year, you need to provide that. You need to also provide a valid passport or other document that shows your identity and nationality. You need to provide your job title and annual salary, which should be or should definitely be on your certificate of sponsorship. You need to provide your job occupation code, which I'm going to mention a bit earlier, and also the name of your employer and their license code. Also for the occupation code, this is also very important, because this occupation code helps the Home Office to know if your job description or your job title is under the shortage occupation, because many a time they give like more priority to jobs under the shortage occupation compared to those that are not under the shortage occupation, when as regards to how fast decision is made on your visa. Now for you to get the occupation code, there are quite a number of occupation code for different job role. As you can see on the screen, we've got some which for instance, for human resource manager, it's 1135. So there are different codes for different job role. However, if you're confused about how you can go about yours, you can check out a particular link I'm going to put on the screen. It takes you to a particular place where you can just put in your job role. For instance, I work as a data analyst in the United Kingdom, and all I needed to do was just to fill in data analyst on the search button and try to get it. So it brings out like different categories of data analyst role, as you can see. However, you just need to check out the one that fits into yours. So for mine, I think I went for the one that has to do with analyst in management and data, and what's it called, occupation code was 3539. So you might need to check out for yours, because you need this code when you are applying for your tier 2 visa in the United Kingdom. I also need to mention that there are also two types of COS, the two types of certificate of sponsorship. We have the unrestricted and we have the restricted certificate of sponsorship. I was also caught in a dilemma when I was told to select which one applies to me when I was trying to get my COS with my organization. So I feel you guys should really know about this. Now, unrestricted certificate only applies if your job is in a shortage occupation, if the worker is paid more than 155,300 pounds, and if the worker is allowed to switch in country with the exception of tier 4 dependent switchers. And also the company may apply for restricted certificates through the SMS for the following type of workers: tier 2 workers abroad who will be paid less than 155,300 pounds per year, and also family member and dependents of those on the tier 4 visa. So just some of the basic information you need to know about certificate of sponsorship in the United Kingdom. Even though you haven't got your COS or you've not gotten a job that will give you a COS, it's important to have this information handy, so when you get this finally get your COS, you can know what to look out for on the documents. And if I've said some things, or if I've not said any information I think is relevant, please state in the comment section. This will help some people make informed decision when trying to process their tier 2 visa. And if you find this video useful, please click on the like button, and also if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please click on the red subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And for my 10 subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.